Hello everyone, I am Tabassum, TGT English from Dream India School Kurut. Welcome to the English classes of new session. This video is for SCERT 9th standard and you have to prefer Flight English Reader course book. So today I am going to begin the first unit of your English course book, that is Unit 1 Environment, Reading A, The Jamun Tree. So what is environment? The natural world such as the land, air, water, ocean, trees in which all creatures lives. The reason to include this unit in your syllabus is to make ourselves aware and conscious to save environment as it plays an important role in the healthy living of human beings, and also it is a source of natural beauty. So let's start the lesson and let us know the importance of trees in our life. In the backyard of the house where Ricky, Jonak, Mopi and Tinky lived stood a lovely jamun tree. In this story, we are having 4 characters. They were small children, namely Ricky, Jonak, Mopi and Tinky. They are brother and sister, and the whole story revolves around these 4 children and the jamun tree. So you all are excited to know that who are these 4 children and what they wanted to do with the jamun tree. So they lived in a house, and behind their house there stood a very beautiful jamun tree. It was a tall and stately tree with dark green leaves and twirling branches that clawed into the sky. The jamun tree appears quite big and tall and looks impressive and beautiful, and the color of the leaves were dark green and the branches were round in shape, and they were trying to hold the sky, which looks very. The jamun tree was a source of joy to the children. They loved to climb its knotty, gnarled branches and play hide and seek among the foliage. The jamun tree was a center of attraction and a way of happiness for the little children. They just enjoyed and loved to play near the jamun tree, and they used to regularly visit there and play hide and seek. They used to hide behind the thick jamun tree and they just enjoyed there to play. During the sweltering summer months, hot and tired after playing in the backyard, the children took rest under its welcome shade. During the scorching and uncomfortably extremely hot summer days, after playing at the backyard, when they felt restless and tired, the children used to take rest under its cool shade, and they just enjoyed and loved to play there and to take rest, and they spend their time there. During summer too, the fruits of the jamun tree ripened. At first, these appeared in tiny, unripe green clusters, which gradually swelled into juicy purple-colored fruits. Even in the hot days of summer, the jamun tree bore fruits which were totally ripened, and very firstly it appeared small and raw, which looks green in color, and then slowly they turned into juicy purple color fruits, and the fruits become bigger and thicker, and they were very juicy and sweety. The branches of the tree drooped with the weight of their luscious burden. Their greatest joy was to eat the ripe jamuns while sitting on a long, sturdy branch of the tree. And the branches of jamun tree bent downwards due to heavy weight of juicy, ripened fruits. And the children, filled with delight and their greatest joy to eat jamun tree, while sitting on the strong branches of the jamun tree. They loved to spend their time there and enjoyed eating the juicy and very sweety fruits. The tree bore so much fruits that children from the neighborhood dropped into and ate as many jamuns as they could. The backyard always resounded with the shrill cries of happy children. The jamun tree bore the fruits in large quantities. Even the children from the nearby neighborhood used to regularly visit there to eat and enjoy the juicy jamun fruit, and they could eat as many as they can. And the backyard was always filled with the high-pitched sound of children, and they just enjoyed and loved to play and visit there and enjoying eating the sweet and juicy jamun fruit. The syrupy sweetness of the jamun invited other visitors too. A pair of squirrels who lived in a nearby bamboo grove came regularly to nibble at the fruits. The jamun tree became so popular that even the small creatures used to come and enjoy it. Scores of beautiful blue bottles flitted around the tree, settling every now and then to drink nectar from the fruits. Even the beautiful butterflies also used to regularly visit there to enjoy the jamun fruit and to drink. Nectar means sweet, liquid, thick juice of jamun fruit, to enjoy it. And arrived in great numbers, marching in a straight line to carry off the fruits which had fallen onto the ground. Even the little creature ant also used to come in large number and moving in a straight line to walk with regular steps, and they used to carry off the fruits which fallen onto the ground and they enjoy it. The children would spend hours watching the ants. The children who used to come and play near the jamun tree spend continuously their time by watching the ants, that how they are moving in regular steps. They marveled at the discipline with which these hardy little creatures toiled, carrying loads many times their own weight. They were very surprised and amazed at in how and what a disciplined manner these little creatures are working, and how hard they are working for a long time and carrying off loads much heavier than their own weight. But the visitors that the children loved most were the birds, squabbling magpies, chirping sparrows, and squawking parrots being the commonest. So the children loved most the birds, and they were the most lovely visitors for them. And some of the commonest creatures were squabbling magpies, chirping sparrows, and squawking parrots. Squabbling magpies means who used to make loud noise, and chirping sparrows that used to make short high sounds, and squawking parrots means to make loud noise. The children used to love all this. Ricky and Jonah built a bird bath, and their sisters Mopey and Tinky filled it with water. The birds enjoyed splashing about in cool waters, so they divided the duty among themselves what to do. The month was January. The Bihu festival was fast approaching. Bihu, a popular festival in Assam. There would be much feasting and merriment during the festival, means special meal to celebrate. Each household would build a meji, a pile of firewood stacked neatly together in their backyard. Meji means a bonfire, a stack of wood like holika. On the first morning of the festival, the meji would be set alight, invoking the blessing of Agni, the god of fire. On the first morning of the festival, they used to set fire the meji to take blessings of Agni, whom they considered as the god of fire. So they just this is their tradition to celebrate. Let's build a champion Magi this year, Ricky suggested a few days before the festival. So when there were only few days left for the festival, Ricky suggested to construct a grand Magi this year. Jonak, Moppy and Tinky warmed to the idea. Moppy, the most practical one, saw the difficulties ahead. So the three of them, Jonak, Moppy and Tinky, liked Ricky's idea, but Moppy, who was practical one, was finding difficulties in this idea that it wouldn't be possible to do so. But where will we get so much wood from? Father might buy some firewood, but that will be just enough for a tiny Magi. Then Moppy asked to Ricky, Dad, how would they arrange so much wood? From where they will get wood in large quantities? It might be possible that their father would buy only a little firewood, and that much would not be enough to construct a grand Magi, so that they could envy their neighborhoods by constructing a large Magi. True, agreed Tinky. Mother uses a gas stove in the kitchen. There's no firewood in the house. After then, Tinky also favored Moppy's suggestion, and she said that their mother uses only gas stove and they don't have any firewood, so it's nearly impossible to construct such a grand Magi near their neighborhood. How they would earn. For a while, the children pondered over the problem. They thought about the problem. Then Ricky's gaze fell on the jamun tree and his eyes lit up with happiness. We can chop down some of the biggest branches of the jamun tree, he exclaimed. It will provide us with so much firewood that we can easily build a giant Magi. Then suddenly Ricky suggested an idea that they could cut down some of the largest branches of the jamun tree, and in this way they could arrange as much wood to construct a grand Magi. Jonah clapped Ricky on the back. Good idea, he said approvingly. Our Magi would be the envy of all our friends in the neighborhood. Jonah was totally impressed with Ricky's idea, and he appreciated him and agreed with him. He said that after seeing their grand giant Magi, their friends in the neighborhood would feel jealous and they would enjoy and celebrate their festival in a grand manner as they always wanted to celebrate. Moppy and Tinky were equally enthusiastic. How could they cut down those enormous branches? If their parents knew, they would surely be angry about their behavior. And even if there were four of them, cutting down a tree so large would take them at least 2 days. But the chance came one day just before the festival. And the problem was, even if they all united to cut down such a big tree, it wouldn't be possible to complete it within 2 days. It was a great problem for them. But suddenly, luckily, they got this chance one day before the festival, and they took advantage of this time. Their grandmother had fallen ill in Calcutta and she wanted their parents with her. Before they left, their mother gave them very clear last-minute instructions. They were having a grandmother who lived in Calcutta and whose health was not good, and she was ill and wanted to meet parents of Ricky, Jonak, Moppy and Tinky. But before leaving the house, their mother gave them very clear and strict instruction that what they have to do and how they have to do, and not to fight among themselves. Don't forget to get the milk in the morning, and remember to do your homework every day. And if you have time, go to the wood and pick up twigs and sticks that have fallen in the ground. She advised them not to forget to take milk every morning and complete their homework every day on regular basis, keep themselves updated, and if they could get time, they could go near the jamun tree and collect woods for Meiji. Following day, happily for the children, was a Saturday. Borrowing an extra eggs from their neighbors, they divided up the duty. So the day before the Bihu festival was Saturday, and the children were very happy. They borrow an extra eggs from their neighborhood's friends, and they divided the task among themselves, that who will perform which work, so that they could easily do their task. Ricky and Jonak, being older, took on the heavy job of cutting the branches. Mopi and Tinky were to stock the wood in neat piles on the ground. So as the Ricky and Jonak were elder, they took the most important task of chopping down the branches, and Mopi and Tinky's job was to collect the fresh woods from the ground. So this was the first part of the story, the jamun tree. Hope you